All right, for this painting, it's going to be on the ocean. There's going to be a little island over here. I might keep that. I might take it off. You got the sailboat. Yeah, this seems weird, that location. I might move this over. I'm just thinking about it right now. Just off the bat, the composition's a little strange. It is kind of centered where you'd want it, but it just kind of seems off. Maybe I'll add the island over here. I think that makes more sense. Anyway, and then it has kind of a sunset, so it's going to be really nice because it has like yellows on, blues, purple's a really full sunset, so it's going to be really cool. So the question of the day is, what is the Great Wave of Kanagawa? Alright, let's run through the color. Titanium white, Mars black, primary yellow, twin red, pearly red, yellow ochre, Van Dyke brown, burnt umber, twin blue, ultramarine blue, phthalo green. So this is just a wet cut. It's still drying, so it'll dry a little differently. I got some of the blue in here for the kind of the choppy waves. It reflects a slightly darker blue, which is kind of what you want in a sunset over an ocean. It's got blue. It's going into the sunset with the reds. This needs a little more blending, I think. Also, it has to have some more contrast with, you know, clouds coming in and out. We'll add that as it goes along. I got the sailboat in here. The sail is gone. I'll add it back in at the end once we get the sunset just right. It's just a pain in the ass to cut the sunset next to the sail. It's just easier to add the sail to the end as long as you're really careful. So that's what we're going painting for. So the Great Wave of Kanagawa is a famous painting of Japan, and it has this huge, people thought it was a tsunami, but it's expected to be maybe a rogue wave, some of these giant waves that comes out. And you see Mount Fuji in the background, so it captures these boats as they're, these tiny fishing boats from Japan are kind of perilously at sea when there's rogue wave hits and is about to take them out. So, and that was painted between 1829 and 33. And these type of wood prints, which in this period they kind of started to use a lot of the bold color from Europe, influenced later the Impressionists to start painting on a flatter tone once Japan opened. So that's the question of the day. All right, we just finished the painting. Let's take a closer look. So I really like the way I did the sky. I left it really rough, just quick and dirty, which I think that works really strongly. It took a while to get the sea right. It's going to have some reflection of the sunset because since it's choppy, you're going to have a lot of wave action. So I think that was the most challenging part. I did paint the boat yellow versus I think it's white in the, which is okay. I think yellow works better, kind of blends in with the ocean and also the sunset because it gives it another kind of focal point. You might need like a third focal point, maybe down at the bottom where the boat is, but I think there's a lot of action with the color and the sunset. I think this is the best photo to work from. I probably should have switched maybe some of the other ocean boats to kind of this view. It looks really interesting. You know, it's always interesting to have a really interesting sky versus a neutral sky, and some of the scenes I painted a very neutral sky, but you know, hey, someone might like a more calmer effect of a sailboat. So again, I got kind of sloppy on the mast. I probably should have used tape. You know, next time I'll think about that and use tape. It's probably a better solution, especially when you do all the work with the waves and it's kind of like you screw up the mast, like, dude. But it doesn't look too bad. It's definitely readable. Hopefully you guys like it. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe below. And I'll see you in the next painting. Thanks for watching, guys.